Hey there, my name is Lynn Huckles and I am a sales director with Mary Kay. I'm actually your sales director. That's why you're watching this video, because I want to welcome you into Mary Kay and my Mary Kay family. I am so excited and I feel so privileged to have you as a part of my Mary Kay family, and I just want you to feel well supported and encouraged. I know you've just made a decision to order your starter bag and start something that you might be a little bit nervous about. Maybe not, maybe you're just really excited, and then again, maybe you're feeling a little nervous and anxious about the decision to be a part of Mary Kay. And what I want to do today in this quick little video is introduce myself. I want to get you at ease to know that my job as your sales director is just to encourage you and help you with whatever it is you want to do. I'm not your boss. I always say I match my time to your efforts. And so, but I'm here for you 100% of the time. If you ever have questions or things that I can help you with your business, I definitely want to be able to be here to help you and encourage you along. But whether you've decided to start your business just to save money on your own products, or whether you are really excited about the income potential and what you can do with this business, either way, I am excited to have you. We are actually, our unit is in the process of becoming a national area. And what that means is that I am looking for women that want to become sales directors in our organization and becoming a national sales director. And so I am definitely on the lookout for women that are wanting to have something more in their life. Maybe it's more money, maybe it's more flexibility, maybe it's more purpose, whatever it might be, more time with their family, less travel, whatever it is that you are looking for out of this business. I am looking for women that are looking for more. So I'm excited about the opportunity to have you, and whether you're just a personal use kind of hobby person and you're supporting another consultant that she might be working towards her first free car or becoming a sales director in our national area, or maybe you are one of those people that you're excited about the opportunity to possibly earn a free car yourself and become a sales director. Whatever it is, I just want you to know that everybody is important to the team. You're part of a team now. And the name of our team is the Imagine Nation. The Imagine Nation, kind of like imagination, Imagine Nation. I love that. I love the word imagine because I think that it's so important. I think that this company gives women the opportunity to imagine a different future for yourself and your family. And I think sometimes we, as we get into jobs and life, we stop dreaming so much as we did when we were young, and we start getting settled into a rut of life, just day in and day out, and we stop dreaming about possibly having something different in a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And I love that Mary Kay gives you that opportunity to dream again and to imagine something new and better for yourself. So I'm excited that you've joined, and whether it's something you're going to do a lot with now or maybe not, it's up to you. But I want you to know that just ordering that starter bag, first of all, you have nothing to lose by at least just giving it a try. And secondly, I just think it's exciting that you've stepped in. You've got your toes in Mary Kay. And today, really quick, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to show you a little bit about our company and what you really have access to. Even if it might not be something you think you want to do a lot with, I would love for you to at least listen and see what this is all about. And so much so that I'm offering you a fabulous prize. If you will listen to this video, at the end of this little welcome video, I'm going to have a password, okay? And the password I will tell you at the end of the video. If you will just text that password to me to let me know that you have listened to my video, then I have an incredible gift that I have to send to you, okay? So I appreciate you listening, and we're going to get going, all right? So first, a little bit about me. I started my business 25 years ago, and it was just to get my products at wholesale. I'm telling you what, if you if you just even knew. I had been using the products for 3 years. And during that 3-year time, I got my mom and my sister using the products. So all 3 of us were using it. And so my consultant said, you should think about doing Mary Kay, even if it's just to get your products at wholesale. Well, I'm going to tell you, when she said that, I didn't really know what wholesale was, but I knew that it was less than what I was paying, and I liked the idea of that. I really did. And honestly, that was my main reason for getting started. So let me tell you where I was 25 years ago when I made the decision to order my starter bag. I was living in Toledo, Ohio, and my husband had accepted a job in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I knew that we were moving to an area where I would know no one. I had 3 small kids. I had a husband that traveled quite extensively with his job. I was moving to that area where I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any sales experience. Like, seriously, not only had I never sold anything, I didn't allow my kids to sell anything either. So I was that mom that if they had to get sell candy bars or wrapping paper, I would always say, well, what do we have to buy? Because we're not going to sell anything. So I was not a fan of sales, and I didn't see myself selling anything. I wasn't the pushy type. And I also didn't wear a lot of makeup. So I don't know why I got started other than the fact that I loved the skincare. I did. I loved it. I loved the way it made my face feel. I had been using department store products prior to Mary Kay, and I loved the Mary Kay. I loved that it was less expensive. I loved that it made the way it made my face feel. And I'm going to tell you, I loved the service that I got and the relationship that I got to build with my consultant, who, by the way, is now my national sales director and your national sales director, Sue Ubel. She was my consultant, and she shared the products with me and serviced me fabulously for 3 years. And so that's why I joined Mary Kay. And so there I was. I had ordered my starter bag, and in just a few weeks I was going to be moving to Charlotte. And so that's what I did. I actually got the starter bag in Toledo, and then I think I did do one little appointment with 2 girls from the kids' school, and because I wanted to at least try it out before I moved to Charlotte. And oh, by the way, I was actually also going to school at nighttime because I wanted to be a court reporter. So I was going to be going to school. I was going to school part-time for another career. And so it just wasn't something I thought I would do a lot with, but I thought I better see how this works. And I had gotten the starter bag, so I had a few girls over, and we did some skincare. I think they bought some skincare. I can't really remember. And I moved to Charlotte, and I'm going to tell you, I did absolutely nothing with it. Not a thing. Didn't do anything. Didn't wash a face for a whole year and a half. A whole year and a half, I didn't do anything. Didn't go to a meeting. Didn't do anything. But I am going to tell you that Sue Ubel, was sending me a newsletter. And this was 25 years ago, remember? So we didn't have email. I know that's hard to imagine. We didn't have email. We didn't have Facebook, Instagram. We didn't have any of that. But once a month, I would get a little paper newsletter in the mail, and I would open it up and I would flip through because she always put pictures in there, and I liked seeing the pictures, and I would look at the pictures and I would see women that were having $400 weeks, and I knew that meant that they put $200 in their pocket. And I thought, wow, that's pretty awesome. And then I would see somebody having a $500 week or an $800 week. I saw people earning their free cars and getting commission checks for sharing the business. And I thought, wow, it's pretty exciting. And then I had watched Sue earn her first free car and become a sales director herself. So I knew in the back of my mind that this could be a lot more than just personal use for me. I did know that. And so I, kept getting that little newsletter and flipping through it and enjoying looking and seeing. And she put little things about the products, new products coming out and so forth. So that was always fun. And then about a year and a half into being in Mary Kay and in Charlotte, I decided I wanted to make some extra money. Well, guess what? I didn't pick out my starter bag right away. I actually started looking at the want ads. I looked at part-time incomes. I wanted something that was flexible. I knew my husband was going to be traveling. I didn't want to have to get a sitter for my kids. I wanted to be able to work it around them. And I'm going to tell you, I looked and there really was nothing out there. I was looking at making, $8 to $10 an hour. Actually, back then, probably $7 or $8 an hour. And I just knew that if I only had a couple hours to dedicate a few times a week, it wasn't going to be worth it for me to do anything just part-time. So then I started thinking, maybe I should try this Mary Kay thing. Just try it and see. Because I'll tell you what, My motivation at that time was to get my girls in a Christian school. I had gone to a Christian school. I had loved the environment, and my girls were in first grade, I believe, at the time, and I wanted to be able to have a private school for them. And we did not have the money in the budget for that. So that was key for me, is that I had a goal. And so I started looking, didn't find anything out there, and came back to Mary Kay, and I thought, wow, maybe I should at least give this a try, just see what I can do with it. But at that time, I wasn't thinking about a career. I was thinking about $400, $500, $600 extra a month. So how about you? You know, could an extra $400, $500, or $600 a month be something that could maybe change your future? Maybe it could give you a great vacation for the summer for the kids. Maybe it could pay for those extracurricular activities that sometimes are so expensive. Maybe it could put, start a college fund for your kids, or maybe pay off college if you're fresh out of college. Lots of girls get started to pay for weddings or to pay off college loans. You know, whatever it might be, what would your financial picture look like with an extra $400 to $600 a month, just really working itty bitty, couple hours a week? And so that appealed to me, so I got started, and I'm going to tell you, it was more than I ever anticipated. It truly was. In 5 months of just doing 2 to 3 appointments a week, and I'm telling you, I was steady. I wasn't fabulous, but I was steady, and I just did a couple appointments a week. I earned my first free car in 5 months. Now let me tell you, I don't remember picking up my first pink Cadillac, but I do remember picking up that first free car, because it was a pivotal time in my future. It was like I went from thinking a little extra money, I went to going, wow, I could be a sales director. This could be my thing. Like, this could be so incredible, such great money, free cars. It could be incredible income for my family, and yet still work around my family and the schedule that I would design for myself. And so I really, really got excited about it. I did. And I went on 4 months later to become a sales director. And so I've been a director ever since, been driving free cars for over 20 years. Can you believe it? We've just picked up our 7th pink Cadillac this last December, right at Christmas. Picked up our 7th pink Cadillac. And I'm going to tell you, I still love the flexibility. Through all the seasons of my life, I've enjoyed the flexibility, and I love how it's changed me personally. I love how that I cringe to think of where I would be now had I not picked up that starter bag and started working it and building my business. I'd probably be working in an office somewhere, and someone else would be telling me when I can take vacations and how much money I can make, and they would probably hold me back because I didn't have the right education or whatever. But you know what? In Mary Kay, I love that everyone starts with a starter bag, just like you started with, and that it really, you get paid according to your own ambition. How big can you dream? And I'm going to tell you, along the way of watching your dreams come true, you personally are becoming a stronger, more independent woman. You are getting excited. You're getting closer to your purpose. This company was built so that women could put their faith first, family second, and career third. And it will change you as a person. It will change your confidence. It will make you a more confident woman. It will make you a more positive woman. And I feel like those are things that whether you're single or whether you have a family, it's going to affect the people all around you because you're a better person. So I know that this career has so much in store for you. This business is incredible, and it can be anything from just a little extra money to replacing a full-time income. And so I'm going to show you really quickly with this brochure. You got this in your welcome packet. It's also coming in your starter bag, okay? And this brochure is going to show you the entire career path in Mary Kay. Right here, it shows you the starter bag, and that's where it all starts. It's your starter bag. You've already taken the first step on the career path with Mary Kay. And then when you open this up, this is everything from brand new consultant all the way up to national sales director. And I'm going to just quickly show you the different different career path choices here for you. And I'm going to tell you that when I started 25 years ago, I was actually trained by Mary Kay Ash. And I feel really privileged to still be one of the women that was trained by Mary Kay. And I remember her sitting back and talking to us. She would kick off her shoes oftentimes, and she would just sit back in a chair, and she always said, this business is like cafeteria style. In other words, she said, you could just go to a cafeteria and you can just pick up a salad and a sweet tea and pay. Or you can get soup and salad and entree and dessert and coffee and pay. And she said it all depends on how hungry you are. How hungry are you? How hungry are you for change? How much would you like to add extra income to your family? How much would you like to be in a different situation and be your own boss? It just totally depends on what you want, but it's all here for you, and it just is a decision away. So here you are as a brand new beauty consultant. You're a brand new consultant, and here she is with her little lab coat on, and you are getting the Mary Kay pin, a little Mary Kay pin. That's your first piece of jewelry in Mary Kay. And I love it because when you wear it, everyone knows that you are a consultant with Mary Kay, and everyone knows what a consultant is. And people are actually looking for Mary Kay beauty consultants. So you want to make sure you wear that pin everywhere you go, and you will pick up customers, okay? So we make money two ways. We make money when we share the product and when we share the business. And so as a brand new beauty consultant, when you place your first order has to be a minimum of $225 wholesale. So you would pick out $450 in retail product and you would pay just $225 for it, okay? And that active order is what's gonna get you active. Right now you're in Mary Kay, but you're not active yet. And so that first order of $225 or more is what's gonna get you active. Now make sure that you don't place your first order until you talk to me or your recruiter, because you get a lot of free product based on your very first order, and that's on my next video for you. But and I can talk to you about that. But based on your very first order and how much that is, you get a lot of free products. So you don't want to place that order till you talk to me, and we can go over your options and stuff. But just so that you know, your minimum wholesale is the $225 wholesale, and that gets you active. And that means you're active for the month that you order and the following 2 months. So if you ordered in May, then you would be active all of May, June, and July. And what that means is that during those 3 months, May, June, and July, you can then order any size order and get it 50% off. Okay, so that's a great little feature that the company started after I had started 25 years ago, but it's a really nice feature that you might not even know about just yet, but I wanted you to know about that. But you have an earned discount once you're active for those months, and that means that you can order any size order. So once you do that $225 wholesale or more, if the next month you have a friend that wants a miracle set, you can order just that 110 and just pay the $55 for it. Okay, so that's May, June, and July, okay? Now come August, if you have not placed a $225 all at one time during those months, those active months, you just placed a lot of small orders, then come August, you would be inactive, okay? So that doesn't mean that you have to place an order. It just means that you're not active anymore and you don't have an earned discount. It means that the next time you order, whenever that is, it's gonna have to be the $225 because you don't have that earned discount anymore. Does that make sense? So like I said, you'll get emails and texts from me that's saying that you're gonna be inactive or you are inactive. All that means, it doesn't mean you're out of Mary Kay. It just means that you don't have an earned discount right now, and your next order, whenever that is gonna need to be that $225 wholesale or more, and that sort of thing. But those active months, you can place any size order, okay? So that's where you are as a brand new beauty consultant. You're enjoying the products for yourself at the 50%, or you're also, if you're sharing them with people, you're making 50%. Isn't that nice? You make that 50% profit every time you sell. So I love this business. Then you get the opportunity to share the business. That's when Mary Kay sends you commission checks, okay? So when you order the products from Mary Kay, you order them at wholesale, you sell them for retail, you're making your profit immediately, okay? So you're not waiting for Mary Kay to send you a check. You're making your profit when your customer pays you. But when you share the business, that's when Mary Kay starts sending you commission checks, all right? So when you get your very first business associate, you share the business with somebody, a friend, a mom, a sister, a neighbor, a coworker, and she becomes a Mary Kay Beauty consultant. You're now a senior consultant. Isn't that awesome? And you get a pin enhancer that looks like this, and it's got a little gem on it. And it says you are a senior consultant, and now you start getting commission checks from Mary Kay. On your very first business associate, you're getting a commission check from Mary Kay. And I'm going to tell you, it's forever and always. It's as long as you're in Mary Kay, as long as she is in Mary Kay. Every time she places an order, forever and always, you will get a commission check from Mary Kay as a thank you for sharing the business with her. So isn't that outstanding? I love that. I think it's just incredible. It's a great benefit, and it's that extra money coming in. And let me tell you, I, as her sales director, will take care of her. You don't have to know how to train her. You don't have to do anything with her. You just pass her over to me, and I will take care of her, and Mary Kay still sends you a commission check as a thank you for sharing the business with her. Isn't that outstanding? I love that. So then when you get 3 business associates, you have 3 team members, personal team members on your team, you are called a star team builder. A star team builder. And you get a new pin enhancer that looks like this. It has 3 little gems on it. And guess what? You get your first suit change in Mary Kay. It's a red jacket. Sometimes we call these red jackets or star team builders. It's the same thing. You have 3 personal team members on your team, and you get to wear a company red jacket. And so when you go to events, you go to a big event, you can see who are the consultants, who are the star team builders, who are the DIQs, who are the national sales directors, who are the directors, based on what everyone's wearing. And so when you are in your red jacket, I'm going to tell you, this is a great place for you to be. And most everybody knows at least 3 people that love them enough that they'll help support them in their business and join them in this business and be one of their first team members so they can be in their red jacket. And so it's really an exciting place to be. And now you're getting commission on 3 people each month. Every time they place orders, you get commission checks from Mary Kay, and you start getting a $50 team building bonus. So what that means is that from then on, when someone comes in and her first order is at least $600 wholesale or more, you are going to get a $600 team building bonus in addition to your red jacket. So, or in addition to your commission checks that you'll get from Mary Kay, and you'll be wearing your red jacket, okay? So then, and again, you're still passing those people over to me, and I'm taking care of them and answering questions for them and getting them off and going with their first steps and all of that. Then, okay, are you ready for this? Because when you get 5 people on your team, oh my gosh, it's like we throw a big party, because 5 people means you're a team leader. Team leader means that your commission goes from 4%, it goes up to 9 to 13%, and now you're getting it on 5 people instead of just 1 or 2 or 3. You're getting 9 to 13% on all the people on your team. You're still getting your $50 team building bonus, and guess what? You have the opportunity to go on Target for a free car. Oh my gosh, the first car in Mary Kay is the Chevy Cruze, a white Chevy Cruze. And I'm telling you what, this car is fantastic. And Mary Kay pays all the tax, title, license, everything. You get a new car every 2 years. So you never have to worry about repairs. I always say you just change the oil a few times and trade it in. You don't have to get new tires. You don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to worry about miles. You just drive it like crazy, and you turn it in every 2 years, and Mary Kay gives you this beautiful car. And I'm going to tell you, that first car that you earn in Mary Kay, you're working very part-time. Just doing 2 to 3 appointments a week is going to get you in your free car. And if you don't want the Chevy Cruze, then Mary Kay does offer a cash compensation of $425 in cash compensation that they will give you if you don't want the car. Okay, so they give you choices. It's really awesome. So That is with 5 people on your team. And again, I really believe that if you want to build this as a business, you're going to share the product and share the business. And I will buddy up with you. And I promise you, I'll help you get your 5 people in your first 30 days. We can do that. I really believe that we can, and get you on target for your car. This doesn't have to take a 3-year period. This is going to happen quickly. Remember what I said, that when I started holding 2 to 3 appointments a week, I earned my first free car in 5 months? That is the truth. And you can do exactly the same thing. So that is a very part-time, 10, 12 hours a week, driving a free car. Between your sales and your commissions, you're looking at anywhere, between $1,000 to $1,500 a month easily, if not more, plus driving a free car. For 10 to 12 hours a week, where else could you do that? I mean, it's incredible, and you're designing it. You're deciding when you're going to hold those appointments, and you can do a lot of them around your home and things like that. A lot of the phone time and stuff like that and prep time you'll do right out of your home whenever it's convenient, when the kids are in bed or whenever you want to do it. I mean, it's incredible. And so I love that position. And again, as you're team building, I'm still taking care of those girls for you. So you're just really focusing on sharing the product, sharing the business, and then once you're not really taking over the training part of it until you become a sales director. And I'm going to tell you that that's where the next step is. That if you choose, you can move up into directorship. And with 8 people on your team, when you have 8 people, you are called a future director, and you have the ability to submit to become a sales director with Mary Kay with just 8 people. When you have 8 people on your team, 8 personal team members that decide to order their starter bag and get active, you can now submit to become a sales director. Now, the difference between being a consultant, where you are right now, and being a sales director, which this is the suit right now, as I'm doing this video, this is the brand new suit that's coming out in July. The difference between being a consultant and a sales director is that as a sales director, I'm not just holding appointments, but I'm also training and encouraging and, doing all that for the ladies in my unit. But I'm getting paid for that. I'm not only getting paid just on my personal sales, I'm getting paid on my personal team members, just like you, but I'm also getting paid on my entire unit, everybody in my unit. And this is where you get to make a huge jump. And this is where it becomes something that can totally replace a full-time income. Because as a sales director, it becomes unlimited, because I'm not just getting paid on my own efforts, I'm getting paid on my entire unit and what my unit is doing. And so it's very, very exciting. The average sales director makes about $50,000 on up to over $200,000 a year. Can you believe that? Where could you ever make $200,000 a year legally? I mean, really, it's exciting what you can do. It's the sky's the limit. And I'm going to tell you, when you see women that are driving pink Cadillacs, you can know that they're making 6-figure incomes. They really are. So it's a fabulous position to be in. And not only that, but as a sales director, you have the opportunity to move up into either the Chevy Equinox or a Ford Fusion as a sales director, or the pink Cadillac. And that's just dependent on your unit, the size of your unit and the production. But the Chevy Equinox comes also with $500 cash compensation if you don't want the Equinox. Or the Cadillac actually comes with $900 a month cash compensation. Can you believe that? $900 cash compensation if you didn't want the Cadillac. Now keep in mind, I can't imagine you not wanting the Cadillac because it's iconic. I have always taken the Cadillac. I love driving the pink Cadillac. I feel like it is a trophy on wheels, and I'm going to tell you, I get so many compliments on it all the time. And just from the money perspective, I love that I don't have to worry about, changing the tires and worrying about it falling apart and repairs. I mean, I love that I can drive it as many miles as I choose. And I love that Mary Kay pays the tax, title, license. I mean, it's such a savings to my family. It's been such a savings to my family over the years, having free cars. Imagine really what that would free up for you and your family, even just not to have Mary Kay pays for 85% of my insurance. So I only pay $35 a month for my insurance. So just imagine that alone, a car payment and your insurance, tax, title, and license. Just imagine what you could do with that extra money. Wouldn't that be exciting? So just knowing you can drive a free car working a really part-time basis, or you can go all the way up to becoming a sales director, and you can have, the Equinox or the Cadillac. So it's exciting, and the income is incredible. And then you can move up, and this little suit right there, the next suit up is another suit change, and that's for the elite executive senior Cadillac sales directors. Those are for women who are getting close to becoming a national sales director. And like I said earlier, that is my goal. I'm looking for women that want to become sales directors, because when I find 20 women that want to become sales directors, then that's going to move me up to the national sales director level. And as a national sales director, this is the suit that the nationals are wearing now this year. And they, as national sales directors, they are making all the same commissions there as all of us, but they start getting paid on all their offspring sales directors. So when you're a sales director and you have other directors that rise up in your unit and they go off and become sales directors, you still make money on those units. You still get commission on those units. So you can see why it becomes so unlimited. And so then when you become a national sales director, it's when you have 20 in your first line and second line, you have 20 directors. And I believe that we can find 20 women that want to do what I do. I really do, because I still believe this is the premier opportunity in the land. I believe that it's the best opportunity. We've been around for 54 years. We have weathered all the ups and downs of the economy. Our products are still at the top. You know what? We are in over 37 foreign countries. I am telling you, this is an incredible business. And sometimes ladies think, well, maybe I should start with this new shiny business and get in on the ground floor. Let me tell you, you're on the ground floor with Mary Kay. I am convinced that we have not even begun to see all that we're going to see with Mary Kay. I believe we are going to continue to grow globally. We're going to continue to grow our United States, the whole United States, and our businesses here in the United States. When I go out and I pass out my business card, I can tell you 8 out of 10 women have either never had a facial with Mary Kay, or it's been a long, long time since they've tried Mary Kay. And I want to change that. I want us to be the number one in all of direct selling, skincare, and department store selling and everything. We should be number one. We really, really should. There's plenty of room for us to grow our businesses, and there's plenty of room at the top for you to move up in your business and become a free car driver, a sales director, or even a national sales director. National sales directors have changed over 20 women's lives with this business by mentoring and coaching women into the directorship position. And their average income is about $280,000 on up to $1 million a year. Can you believe that? It's incredible. It really is. It's hard to believe, but I'm going to tell you that in your Applause magazine that comes in your starter bag, you just check it out and look at those incomes. There are women that are making $700,000, $600,000, $700,000, $1 million a year as national sales directors, and they all started with the same starter bag. Not the same starter bag you started with, because the one you have is much better. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, the starter bag that you have. The skincare is better than ever. And just coming out with the new 3D Miracle, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer. And we need women to jump out in the field and start sharing it with women. We really, really do. So whether you're just wanting to make a little extra money as a consultant, or whether you want to start building your team and move up into your red jacket, or earn your free car, or be one of our 20 sales directors in our future national area, or whether your goal is all the way to the top to become a national sales director yourself. Everybody starts with a starter bag, and it all depends how quickly you go from here to here. It's not based on your degree. It's not based on your ability to sell. based on your ability to learn, but not your ability to sell. It's not based on who you know. It's not based on how old you are or how young you are. That's two different spectrums there. Some people feel like they're older and they're not getting offered the promotions because they're older. And then some young girls are getting into Mary Kay and they want the big positions, but they're in corporate, they're being asked to take their steps. And in Mary Kay, you get to move up as quickly as you choose. And it's based on your own ambition. It's based on how many people you share the product and share the business with, and how, in what amount of time that you do that. That's what will determine how quickly you move from here to here. And so I just want to encourage you and let you know that you have made a great decision and that you are important in our family, in our Mary Kay family, no matter what you decide to do. But I'm hoping that just going through this little brochure, that it's kind of gotten your wheels turning and gotten you a little excited about maybe what you could possibly do with your Mary Kay business. Because honestly, it's all there for you. It's not for the chosen few. It's for the few who choose. It really, really is. And I'm here to help you and encourage you and give you your next steps. So the next video that you're going to watch is going to be about your next steps. While you're waiting for your starter bag, what are your next steps? What do I need to be doing to start getting in place? Because I'm so excited to get my business going, right? So you want to know your next steps. So you want to listen to the next video, but I'm going to tell you that the password for this to get your prize from me is imagine. Imagine. So you just text that word to me and I know that you have watched my welcome video, and we will schedule a time to get together. And whether you just want to do a little bit or a lot, we're going to get on the same page and I'm going to cheer you on and help you get whatever it is you want out of your business for right now. And we'll move forward and hopefully have a very long business, friendship, relationship as we go forward and do life together. So thank you so much for listening. And again, make sure you text the password is imagine. Imagine.